Hey guys, here we are, recap Lake Conroe Bass Pro Tour. This was my first time making the knockout round, so it's a pretty cool tournament. Lake Conroe's always been a cool place to me. I caught my personal best bass here, did well in the Classic. It just seems like a place that I've always kind of understood or always been able to put something together. We only get about a day and a half of practice here, so we're kind of scrambling on a lake this size of Lake Conroe. We're trying to figure out some things, and late on the first day of practice, I put together a little deal where I was pitching, anywhere where these fish were trying to spawn, whether it be a canal or the end of a pocket or the back of the creek. If I felt like it was a place the fish were trying to move in to spawn, the water temperature this week was anywhere from 58 to 62 or 3. I got in there and I just seemed like I could get a lot of bites if I was pitching around some soft plastics. And to do that, you've heard me talk about a couple different blanks before, and it's no different this week. I was pitching, my main setup was a crawl on a 4-aught hook, 5/16 ounce weight, 20-pound seagar, a flipping seagar, fluorocarbon, and either on an FP 885, which is a 7.4 rod. If I was in close to a dock and was having to worry about the length of my rod, I would use a 7.4 because it's a little shorter and would get me up underneath that dock. And then the other one that I would pitch the same setup, same bait, same hook, everything, was the NEPS 90HF. Now that's the Elite Pro Series, black wind grips, phenomenal rod. If you guys aren't building these Elite Pro Series, the new ones, they're phenomenal. You need to get it. But this is a 7.6, so it was a little longer, and it gave me a little more reach if I was making longer pitches, things of that nature. But that was my main deal. I probably caught 90% of my fish doing that, pitching a crawl around seawalls. It had to be anything that stuck out, whether it was a seawall transition or maybe a dock that stuck out a little more, or a cypress tree or whatever. Just if you pulled in there and you saw something stick out that just caught your eye, that would be the place I got bit. And one thing I did do on the first day especially, and throughout the tournament, to get some of those fish that I missed, pitch it in there and then swim off with it and I miss them, is I would pitch back in there with a sinking worm. And I did that on an NEPS 8.6 heavy fast rod. That's an Elite Pro Series, same deal. I used 17-pound Abrase X Seagar for that one. But that's a good tip to always remember to keep something rigged up. So if I took the time to re-rig my crawl and pitch back in there, that fish probably would have calmed down and wouldn't have bit. But I just reached down and grabbed this rod, already re-rigged with the sinking worm, pitched it right back in there, and I ended up putting probably 3 or 4 more fish in the boat than what I would have if I just tried to pitch the crawl back in there. So definitely a good tip to try to do, especially when you're pitching around. Keep another bait rigged up that's ready to go back in there. But Conroe's good. We had a good tournament here. The first one at Kissimmee, we barely missed the cut, and then finished the 29th here. We wish we could have made the top 10 championship Sunday, but all in all, a good event. We're looking forward. We got the Classic next, but we're looking forward to the next Bass Pro Tour event. This format is unbelievable, and I think I'm getting a little better at it, and definitely enjoying it. But we appreciate you following along, and that's how I caught them here on Lake Conroe.